Hey there, Lucas here, founder of Ecommails, and in this video I wanted to go over the results from one of our clients. I wanted to discuss how we increased our clients' email revenue by 75%, netting an additional 152K in less than 4 months. We generated around 353K in total during those 4 months. So yeah, you can already see that 75% plus in comparison to the previous year. A little bit about the background and what they did before working with us. So till May 2022, they didn't pay too much attention to emails, and we had our first contact in May 2022. They decided to work with another agency for whatever reason it is, but in the end, it was still poor results. He wasn't really happy with the communication, with the ideas. Still there were some results, but end of August, their maximum was 90% of revenue. Within Klaviyo, obviously, it doesn't say too much about the actual work, but the maximum was 19%. July and June, it was around 9%. So we often had small chats here and there where he wanted to get another pair of eyes to go through what the other agency is doing. And I was always saying, like, this is not how you should do it. So in the end of August, because they tied them into a 3-month contract, in the end of August, we finally started working together. We are rolling month by month with what we do for all of our clients. And yeah, he's pretty happy. We're still working together. I mean, the results are really, really great. So that's before working with us. What were our objectives the moment we started? We basically said we start from scratch. So we handled the client like it was at zero. Because what the other agency did was really, really bad. So we basically started from scratch. All flows were completely freshly set up from ground zero, new copy, new strategy. It was the same offer, but new strategy, new copy, new designs, everything new. Also, what the other agency haven't done is a regular campaign schedule. They sent maybe one per week, one every other week, something like that. We wanted to definitely get a regular campaign schedule, and also find a campaign strategy that aligns with the brand, because this brand is a little bit, yeah, it was quite unique. So we tailored and yeah, A/B tested a few ways, and started to find our way, find a campaign strategy that suits the brand and also generates a lot of money. So that has been the objectives for us. Our strategies throughout the month. We started working together at the beginning of September. So 1st of September was our official start, but we already knew that we will start at 1st of September, and we already had the assets 2 weeks before. So what we did, we basically prepared everything within those 2 weeks, and then 1st of September hit. We basically turned everything live, adjusted everything, and yeah, we saw the money flowing immediately. So we, as I said, we built out all the flows from scratch. We tested many different campaign styles to find the most winning one. So, for example, for this client, we have seen a good success with plain text emails, because it's like an artist. The face of the brand is an anonymous artist, and he basically releases art. And then we have, even though the actual products are highly visual, what we saw is that plain text emails from the artist itself, plain text, no designs, worked really, really well. So now we have I would say like 80-20, 80% designed emails and then 20% plain text. And also we have plain text within drop strategies. So for example, within a month, they have maybe one or two new artworks. So what we do now is have a dedicated campaign strategy to actually launch those drops, which works really, really good. Combination of actually showing the design first, and then giving a personal touch, giving them kind of the behind the scenes, the thoughts behind certain artworks. That's been working really, really good for them. So as I said, find the most winning different the campaign style. We tailor that always to the clients, and what we think makes sense, we start with that, and then we iterate, and then we find a winning one. We also adjusted the segmentation strategy. They haven't been like, they send to engage segments and stuff. This is still what we do. We do not do like any super advanced segmentation. It's more about like what to exclude, what kind of segments to exclude. They haven't been doing any, like, they didn't exclude anyone. So that way, yeah, like the deliverability was hurt a little bit. Not that much. I think the deliverability was still super, super good at the beginning. But yeah, we adjusted the segmentation so it actually stays the same while sending more. So that's something that we paid a lot of focus on, is actually making sure that we exclude the right people with our in-house agency segments that we use. Um, and then one really, really important thing for this brand as well was the Black Friday period. They had, I think, four different offers during Black Friday, like early Black Friday. I think early Black Friday, Black Friday, and then Cyber Monday, and then one post Cyber Monday. So what we focus on is actually having everything aligned with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. This means actually adjusting the flows. This is not something that a lot of agencies do because it requires a lot of work. We basically customized all of the flows, all of the abundant flows, to actually be aligned with the Black Friday and Cyber Monday offers. So we did that during those periods, and this worked really, really good for us. So this is kind of the background, the objectives in our strategy, and here are the results that I think speak for themselves. If we, for example, look into this month in January, 36% of the revenue is coming through our emails. If we look at December, we have 35%, 55K additional revenue. November was, I think, 31%. Yeah, 31%, over 100K through our emails. And then in October, as we this was kind of our second month of working together, 36%. So really, really, really good, especially if you compare that with the months before working with us. First month, 36%. And then this was the last month the other agency handled everything, 19%. And then in July, 9%. And then in June, 6%. So yeah, you can see the difference in results that we basically incorporated. If you look at the holistic view, you'll see, so for example, September till January, if you compare that to the previous period, which means, okay, I take 4 months, September, October, November, December, and half of Jan. So 4.5 months, if you compare that with the previous 4.5 months, it's up 132%. Of course, these numbers are influenced by, the Black Friday and Cyber Monday period. So I wouldn't take that as a good indicator of our success. It's just something that's just, yeah, really, really huge, like 132%. That's crazy, crazy money. That's why I took compared to previous year, because I know that they did some, Black Friday stuff last year. And if you compare to previous year, it's up 75%. So 75%, 350K, and these are the numbers that we put down here. We increased by 75%. It's an additional 152K and 343K in total during those 4 months. What are the learnings of the case study? What can you get out of this case study? First of all, don't work with beta agencies. Don't hire super, super cheap. I know that the other agency were cheaper than us, even though we do not, we're not the most expensive agency. Like I've been in the space for a while, and I know agencies who charge, I don't know, like 7K per month for like 5 campaigns per month or something, like crazy numbers. We are not like that. So, but there are some agencies out there that just are like super, super cheap. And yeah, don't work with bad, super, super cheap agencies, because they will not get you the best results possible. One thing, adjust your campaign strategies to the brand. Do not just copy paste any campaign strategy that you saw from another brand. Test, iterate, come up with new ideas, and find something that works for your brand. And if you're an agency going through this, do not just cookie cut your campaign strategies for all clients. Think about actually what makes sense from the customer point of view, what makes sense for the brand. Basically think about actually a custom tailored strategy, because otherwise you will not get the best results possible. Speed. The other agency was at 9% max for the first 2 months. I was, as I said, we were in basically in a conversation since May. Then he hired the other agency, and then here and there he always messaged me and was asking me for another opinion. And yeah, they are basically, the reason for 9% was that they were fixing deliverability within the first 2 months. I know it's definitely worth fixing the deliverability, but after 2.5 months, they still didn't have like all the flows live, and the flows were horrible, stuff like that. As I said, we had new custom tailored flows within 2 weeks of working together. Actually, it's not even 2 weeks, it's like pretty much like 3 days after working together, because we knew that we will start on the 1st of September. We already had everything, so we prepared everything before actually working with us. So it's like, yeah, it's like the day we officially started working together, everything was live. That's what you can learn from this one. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover in this video. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Twitter, on YouTube. Just giving my Twitter handles here. Lucas Brock1. On LinkedIn, it's Lucas Brock. Our website is ecommails.com. Maybe you want to, I don't know, what else. Yeah, but basically, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, ask me. I'm definitely open for any questions, happy to help you. And if you want to get results like that, then let's chat. This is the link. I hope I can suit it somewhere, but if not, it's you can just go to the website and then click on book a call. Hope this was insightful and of value. As I said, wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Take care and thank you.